Welcome to Chemistry Lesson 1.06, Double Unit Dimensional Analysis. Well, what does the double unit mean? We've been doing single unit, and everything up till now we have said a single unit. Double unit means that not only do we have a unit on the top, but we have a unit on the bottom. And some people kind of miss that. So when we talk about miles per hour or mph, what that really means is we have 22.4 miles on the top, and that is over 1 hour on the bottom. So instead of setting our unit over 1, we do mile on the top, we do mile on the bottom, and we follow the same general steps, but we have to do a couple of extra steps to take care of converting this bottom unit. So we said step number 1 was to frame up the problem. And I started doing this already. So over here on the left, I wrote 22 miles and I put that over 1 hour. And over here on the right, I'm going to give myself plenty of room. I'm going to put meters over seconds. And you probably just wrote M. You would probably just write M over S. The next step that I need to do is to insert, I'm sorry, that's a mistake, assemble my conversion factors. So I don't want you to even consider what do I want to do to get from here to here. I just want you to think in terms of, well, here I'm looking at hours and here I have seconds. So what units do I know that have to do with time? I know that I have 1 hour is 60 minutes. And remember, you can write these inverted. So I could say 60 minutes in 1 hour. These are not fractions. I also know that 1 minute has 60 seconds, and there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. Well, you usually need to find a unit to get you from English to metric or metric to English. And the one that we're going to use today is that there are 1.609 kilometers in 1 mile, or we could say 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers. But that leaves us with a problem, because we have to get from kilometers to meters. And a lot of times we'll do decimal shift, but in this case, it's going to be kind of tough to do decimal shift. So you could either look on your table and see that 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. Now that would be written as 10 to the third on your table, or there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. And again, that's kind of a good one to just know commonsensically. So I'm going to label these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I know I have everything I need. Now that I have my conversion factors assembled and there's everything I thought of, step 3 is to insert your conversion factors. So they cancel top to bottom. So in other words, I'm going to pretend like this doesn't even exist. And I'm going to do this problem as if I'm converting miles to meters. I'm going to do the first part in green. So let's do this in green. So I have miles on the top, so the next unit has to have miles on the bottom. And when I look at my units, that would be number 5. So I go to 1.609 kilometers over 1 mile. Now I have kilometers on the top, and once I've used this, I don't want to go back and try to use the one that I flipped to. So if you want to, you can even cross them out, because you don't want to inadvertently put in the same conversion factor just flipped. Now I have kilometers on the top, so I want kilometers on the bottom. So I'm going to need number 8. So this is going to be 1,000 meters over 1 kilometer. And sorry, okay, apologies. So I'm going to do the next step. We're going to insert the second set of conversion factors. And if I do, should have said factors. If I do that, that means the same thing as above. So same thing. So I'm going to insert conversion factors so they cancel bottom to top. So the second set, and I'm going to do these in pink. I have to cancel them. I'm going to cancel these top, bottom, top, bottom. These are going to go bottom to top. So the next unit has to have hours on the top. So it's almost like I'm working two different problems within the same long conversion stretch. So the one that has hours on the top is number 1. So I'm going to put 1 hour over 60 minutes. I'm going to cross these out so I don't accidentally reuse them. So my next unit has to have minutes on the top. This is going to have 1 minute over 60 seconds. I'm going to move this. I never quite know how much room I'm going to need. So in this case, I have an extra step. Now I'm ready to cancel units. So here we go. First we go top to bottom, miles, miles, kilometers, kilometers. Meters is left, and that's what I wanted. So I have hours on the bottom. Now I'm going to cancel bottom to top, and I have seconds left on the bottom. When I multiply across the top, step 6, multiply and divide. 22.4 times 1.609 times 1,000 is going to give me 36,042. And on the bottom, I get 3,600. And when I solve for this, I end up, when I round, with 10 meters per second. All right, let's do another sample problem. And I have that one written out, and I'll bring it in, and you can just copy it. So I'll pull this sheet out. All right, the average American student is in class 330 minutes a day. Let me refocus this. How many hours per year is this? You can pause the video while you copy this. And once you've done that, let's go. We're going to step number 1, frame it up. So I have 330 minutes, and that's in one day. And the problem wants me to go to, how do I know what I'm looking for? There's my question word, how many? And it says hours per year. So this means I need hours over years. Step number 3, number 2, I'm going to assemble my conversion factors. I know I have 60 minutes in 1 hour. I could also say I have 1 hour, 60 minutes. Now I'm not even looking at, I am looking at what I'm going to, but I'm not worrying about how I'm going to insert it. So I know I also have 365 days in 1 year. 1 year is 365 days. All right, that's going to give me number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So step number 4 is to insert my conversion factors so they cancel top to bottom. I have minutes on the top, so the next one's going to need minutes on the bottom. So I'm going to put in 1 hour over 60 minutes. This one. The next one says I have to cancel bottom to top. So if I have days on the bottom, I'm going to need days on the top. And the one that's going to have that is this one. 365 days over 1 year. So it's everything I need. When I take 330 times 365, that's going to give me 120,450 hours. That is over 60. So I take 120,450 divided by 60. That's going to give me 2,007.5 hours per year. That is a lot of time in class. Hopefully this last 15 minutes in class, you learned a thing or two about double unit dimensional analysis, and you are now ready to complete the assignment in the homework packet. Thanks for watching and have a great day.